can I be heard now is the question. It's calling now. Can you guys let me know if you can hear me in the chat, please? Meanwhile, how did we come out in the quali? Okay, we've got brutal. Why the heck? Okay, it all says it should be working. Good to see you can hear me now. That's excellent. Right. Well, we got there for the start of the race anyway. Good to see you can hear me now. That's excellent. Well, we got there for the start of the race. All right, let's see how this goes. 7 laps, nice and dry today, I believe, the weather there. And we're 4 wide into the first corner. How's this going to pan out? Looks like everyone's got through safely. Was there someone a little wide? No. Okay, now everyone's going. Oh, there's a bit of argy-bargy. Swinger got collected, pushed it a little wide perhaps. Oh, there's Slayer with a big sideways moment. Everyone seems to have settled into a nice train now. Brutal's already out to a 1 second lead. A little bit more will be able to drop Viper out of his slipstream. But this hairpin is, you get very different speeds around that hairpin from drivers, and a lot of time can be made up there. So, race 1, 7 laps, soft tyres, no stops. Oh, it's very busy from 5th back to about 8th there. And Team Nutter Butter, they're not having a great outing so far. Swinger had a look around the outside, but again, it's very hard to do around there. Con's right up behind Bozza, so you're going to have enough drive out of here. We can see the pace, comparative pace of the Pug against the Z4, which actually has got quite good legs. No, but Con's got a good enough run to get the inside for that turn 1. Oh, no. Oz's got him with the cutback. Oh, still very, very close up the front here. We've got less than a second separating first and second and third. So now, let's have a look at this Corvette. This Corvette should have a pretty good run. Nine, we've got Sugar back in 10th, Packer 11th, and Armand's back in 12th. 4 laps in. Oh, Havoc's had a moment. Oh, and he's just. Oh. Okay, well, that's dropped him to the back of the pack. All the action seems to be mid-pack here from 5th back to 8th. Soul Slayer just dropping off the back of Slinger now. The fastest lap by Wrestler of 26.2, which is quite a good lap. We might stick with the top 3 for now. This is hotting up for the last couple of laps. And if I take myself off mute, it'll be a lot better. So I've got a very tight top three for this final lap. Looks like Brutal's probably got it in the bag as long as he hangs on to it. That Corvette though, it's going to have the legs down the straight, I think. Brutal did not get a good exit out of that corner. Oh, looks like Wrestler's stolen it at the last minute. This is the first race of season 16 for Div 2. Looks like it's going to be Wrestler, Brutal and Gimpman on the podium. So first points spread between three of the teams, with Nutter Butter Racing missing out on points. There's still two more races tonight, so let's see if they can improve from there. It's a great start to the season. I don't think there was too many incidents, not that I saw anyway. But you never know what's happened in the back of the field when we weren't looking. Well done to Wrestler. Now race 2, I believe, is going to be mediums for a 10-lap race. Again, a no-stopper. But just got to be a little bit more careful with the mediums. Having said that, the mediums are not a lot slower around this track, so we should be in for a good one. It was a good drive by Brutal, just losing out at the last minute to Wrestler there. Well, something did happen. We've got Armin's looking at putting a report in by the look of things. Well, our second commentator has arrived. We'll just get ourselves organised and hopefully he'll join in at some point soon. So I believe race 2 is a reverse grid, so that's going to make things very interesting. Good for some of the guys who ended up at the back, possibly through no fault of their own, so that'll give them a chance to get some space between them and the guys who took out the podium last race. if I unmute myself again, that's even better. So this should be interesting. It's like a different track temperature. The last race is at sunrise. This, I believe, is late morning, so we might have higher track temperatures. We actually now have liveries on the Mercedes, which is nice. So that beautiful Nutter Butter livery. Lucky's Lawn Care looking good there in the poke. Mad Dog appropriately named because you have to be mad to drive the Z4. Okay, here we go. We have Sarge has joined the commentary team. Now he's a newcomer, so he's not going to be familiar with the drivers or the teams. Well, he'll be back in a minute. Oh, it's always going to be interesting coming into this first corner. Oh, no, who's that wide? We're going to get through these first few corners. Okay, so what's happening up the front here? Oh, we've got Soul Slayer who started at near the front due to some incidents in the last race. He's in a good position now. Viper close behind. Hopefully he can keep it on track this time. Gimp Man, who came in third for the last race, has already got himself back up to fourth. I'm going to pass the commentary over to Sarge now.
So are you going to race?
Okay, so we've got race 3 about to start, 21 laps. All tyres are available and mediums and hards are required. I believe they'll probably be qualifying on soft tyres, would make a lot of sense. But after that, I'm not sure if anyone will actually be using them during the race. So we'll have to wait and see. And I believe this race might see us running into the evening by the end of the race. There appears to have been some discussion as to whether softs should have been available, but yes, they are. I just think they're going to be a quality tyre, and no one's going to have a use for them during the race because given that the hards and mediums are mandatory, I don't think 2 stops is a strategy that's going to work for anyone. So there'll be a 10-minute qualifying for this, and we'll see how the grid works out this time. We've seen some quick laps from some of the guys. They just haven't been able to stick it together for the entire race length, so we'll have to see what happens. From the last couple of races, it looks like maybe Swinger and Wrestler are the a couple of the quicker guys on track on a good lap. Hello, hello. Are we working? Okay, we're 7 minutes in. We've got Wrestler and Brutal in the top 2 positions. No one can hear me, so why am I talking? Sorry? No, they have separate chats. Yeah. Okay. You got to hear me? No. Why is this stupid thing not working? Okay, yes, we can hear you. Excellent. Okay, we've got some commentary back. Sorry about the last race, fellas. We've got, so currently we've got Wrestler up in pole position, followed closely by Brutal and Swinger. There's not a lot of, there's some very tight gaps there. Can anyone improve? They've already been out for nearly 9 minutes. Bosses had enough for now. There's some inconsistent laps there by Swinger. No, he looks like he's had a couple of penalties there. Man's doing okay. The pace around here is not bad for the Div 2 boys. Brutal, Gimp Man, look like they've given it away. Can Swinger improve his position at this point? Remains to be seen. It's a lovely exit out of the hairpin. How's that going to look as he comes across the line? Oh, no, he's run out of time. All right, so we have Wrestler followed by Brutal and Swinger, with Bozza, Gimpman and Viper taking out the top 6. Con, Packer, Almond, Soulslayer, Havoc and Sugar. So, well, Armand's had a great win last race. It's going to be a bit of a challenge to repeat that from here, but it is a 21 lapper, so anything can happen. We've had to... Sarge can't commentate at the moment because for some reason his settings aren't allowing him to be heard. So last race I was muted and he was talking, but apparently no one could hear anything. But you may hear him in the background. I just poke my microphone out towards him. There we go.
Good evening, gentlemen.
All right, we're just about up for it. Now, this isn't a sprint, so hopefully everyone will behave themselves through the first few corners, because it can get tight going up that hill through those S's. Okay, everyone's got away. As usual, we're going 3-4 wide into the first corner. Oh, there's Armands around the outside with the late braking. Oh, he's managed to hold on to it. Now we're going to filter through here. Nice, we've settled into a nice train, single file. With these cold tyres is always a challenge on lap 1. What remains to be seen is who's running what tyres. I'm guessing most people will be starting on the mediums. But you may have a couple on the hards who are going to come in for the early stop, probably around lap 4. And then we won't see any more pit stops until the medium runners go into hards somewhere between sort of lap 16 and 19. Try and minimise the number of laps on hards. Oh, it's tight up the front with Brutal and Wrestler. That's pulling away slightly from the swinger. He's got Gimp Man all over the back of him. Swinger's starting to have a bit of a train form up. So far it's all looking relatively clean. Should be bringing out the rear. Okay, still nice and tight for first and second, but Swinger is trying not to let him get away. But they... Oh, and what's happened to Swinger? Well, that has not gone well. He's obviously had an incident there. And I think he may have turned it around coming out on the exit to that corner, which is very easy to do. And so... Oh, they pulled out a nice gap now. And it's freed Gimp up, so we know that Gimp can do some stuff when he's got some clear air in front of him. And he doesn't have to worry too much. He's got a nice little gap behind him, so he doesn't have to worry about Viper diving up the inside at this point. As we go back through the field, we've got much closer in the midfield, as we've seen in the last couple of races. Oh, that's Armands. No, someone going wide there. Trying to sneak up the inside of that Corvette, but I don't think he's going to have the legs to get past him on this straight. No, it's not the Corvette. Yes, it is. Oh, that's a very... They've just given each other room around there. another little group, 7th and 9th. Let's go back up to the front. Oh, and it's still right on between Brutal and Wrestler. We might stick with this for a little while. See how the car control's going for Brutal. Goes with the early change up there to try and get the power down. Oh, they've pulled right away from Gimp. They've now got a 4 seconds clear. And oh, Gimp's got a nice. So who was there? So something's happened to Viper. I don't know if there was an incident between him and Con, but Viper's all the way back. With Soul Slayer again, they have not been having a good run of it today. They've been quick, but not had much success in keeping a race together. Oh, there goes Viper again. I mean, oh, he's going to be very frustrated at this point. Meanwhile, we had Armins and Packer, the two teammates, gone side by side round there. I don't believe there's any team orders here, so this is all about who can get in front and stay in front. Because I don't think anybody's going to defer to the captain in this instance. Wrestlers just managed to pull out an eke out of another car length or so, but he's Brutal still well within the pull zone of the slipstream. It's just that Corvette is very hard to catch on a straight. And there's not too many other places to get a good pass done at this track, so you've really got to time it well. He may. It looks like he's got a good run this time, but is he going to try and go up the inside, or is he going to try around the outside? Oh no, he's just going to sit and hope that Wrestler going to try and pressure Wrestler into a mistake, maybe. Well, so we've had the first stoppers now on lap 5. We've got Gimman, Armins, Packer. They are all on the hards, and Havoc. So they've all started on the hards. So particularly Gimman was doing very well, given he was on the hards for those first few laps. Shouldn't see any more stops now until laps 16, 17, 18. Apart from the front, all the action's in this back group here. Oh, we've got the 3 Nutter Butters all together on track. Let's see how we go here. Hopefully the teammates will be respectful and give each other plenty of room. So Swinger's got himself in front. Oh no! Oh, Armin's nearly turned him around. As I said, there's certainly no team orders here, and everyone's just trying to get that edge on each other. how's Kim? It's going to be interesting to see where these early stoppers come out after everything settles at the second round of pit stops. So we've got Sugar, who's the last of the medium runners by the look of it. Well, that's going to give take a chunk out of Pond's lead over Sugar. Brutal and Wrestler are still going hammer and tongs out the front. They've got to push because they've got to make sure they've got that clearance when they have to come in for their hard tyres, because once they're on the hards, the medium runners are going to be able to drill them in quickly. So far, the wrestlers have been, both Wrestler and Brutal have both been driving a great race, nice and steady. Haven't seen too much in the way of errors from them. So all it will take is one little slip. Hopefully, I haven't been commentating long enough to be able to put the mockers on anyone, so I'll say they're driving well for now. Bozza with plenty of free air to drive around in, on as well. Now, Gimman's 28 seconds behind Wrestler. I reckon the pit stop might be around 25, 26 seconds, so it could be interesting. Okay, we've still got three Nutter Butter teammates together, but slowly spreading out there. Looks like Swinger's managing to pull away a little bit. He's down into the 27s. Viper back in 12th. He has not had a good day. He's been quick, but a few too many incidents. We'll have to see what the stewards say after the racing, whether they were his fault or he had help in some instances. Wrestlers holding that gap at between 27 and 28 seconds to Gimman. Currently got Mad Dog in second and third. Yep, second and third for Mad Dog, so they're doing well up there. It's a great battle up the front here. They're just nice, consistent laps. Nobody doing anything stupid at this point. It's a long race, so as long as you're up there. Plus, this will be giving Brutal some nice fuel savings. I'm not sure how the BMW is on fuel, but sitting behind that Corvette is going to be saving quite a bit. We may be able to push it out to 19 laps on the mediums. Still in the 27th. His Gimman's made maybe, oh, there he goes into the 26th. He made about 0.8 of a second up on him in the last couple of laps. So, yes, I think it's going to be very close after those pit stops in a few laps. Status quo up the front. Oh, Swinger's now right up the back of Soul Slayer. He's, I don't know if Soul Slayer's had a bit of an accident, a bit of a slip. As I've said, the Corvette, if it's driven neatly, is very hard to get past. But the Mercedes has got reasonable legs, so wait and see if he can make the most of this run out of the hairpin. I don't think he's quite close enough there. Oh, he had a little peek up the inside, but the gap just wasn't there. I know Swinger will be keen to get past. He also hasn't had a great first couple of races, and I know he'd like to be a lot further up the field. Everyone picking up a bit of down there. Oh, there it goes. That was just what Swinger needed, was that little bit of a kick from the Fangate Corvette or Slayer. That exit to that corner can be diabolical, and it doesn't take much at all to get the back of the car loose over that curb. The question is, can Swinger now put any distance between himself and Slayer? Oh, there he goes. That's the problem when you've been in front and all of a sudden you're close behind someone, and you lose the aero coming around the corners. So he would have come around there and had a lot less grip than he'd had on the previous laps and got caught out. Just for Havoc and Viper right up with him. So that's put me at Gimpman has always got that gap down to under 26 seconds now, so that could almost be enough to put him in the lead when Wrestler comes in for hards. And Boz is just having a lovely drive around by himself, not having to worry about anyone, just managing to put in some lovely consistent laps. He's actually, he's driving a very nice consistent race there, as are the guys at the front. You can see now the times are just starting to drop back a bit, given that their tyre wear is probably getting a bit, yes, there's enough there to be making a difference to their lap times now. So we've got Wrestler not looking too bad. Everyone's quite similar except for the Pug. Yeah, it looks like the Pug is considerably better on tyres than the other cars. Swinger's tyres are looking good, as are Armand's. So the Mercedes is doing quite well on the tyres as well. Having said that, some of these haven't done anywhere near as many laps on the mediums. So the front five have been running mediums since the start of the race. So obviously their wear is going to be worse. Well, while Brutal's maybe saving fuel, it's going to cost him in tyre wear, having that lack of downforce being so close behind. But, like he's putting the pressure right back on Wrestler again now. He's getting right up into that sort of half-second mark to keep Wrestler honest. See if he can force a mistake out of him. Just needs to be that little bit closer so that Wrestler has to start thinking about him constantly. Keep lapping in the mid to high 27s. Oh, Swinger's just put in the fastest lap of the race, so now that he's got some clear air, he's decided to take off. At 2/3 race distance. Oh, we've these guys can just continue to, not drive away from the people behind them, then at least remain very consistent. You can tell that the cars are starting to get a little bit more squirrely at the moment with that extra tyre wear. Everyone else is quite well spread out at this point. We've got some big gaps. Viper's well back, as is Slayer. So the Faggot boys have not had a great day out. First races in the new car. Maybe they're a little bit of unfamiliarity. But let's just hope that the Wrestler can hang on to it for the next 6 laps, which is going to be interesting to see how these two come out when after their pit stops. The pit stop may well allow Brutal to get past Wrestler with the fuel difference. He may even be able to put in an extra lap on the mediums. Because we know the Corvette is a thirsty beastie. Looks like he's been having most drivers have been having a reasonably consistent drive, I think. Livery on the Faggot Racing Boys cars is looking stunning. Lucky's lawns. We haven't seen too much lawn mowing from the Pugs, but Man's closed right up on Sugar now. Another lap or so and we'll be right on him, I would think. Black Sugar, his time's looking like he's probably struggling a little with the tyres now. We could be seeing pit stops at any point from here on in. Certainly the front 5 need to pit. There may be 1 or 2 at the back as well. watch them come around this time, see if either of them are coming in this lap. No, they're both straight past the pits. You can see we're coming into sunset now, so I think we might start to lose the light shortly. Alright, we've got Gimp's got that down to a 24.3 second gap, so that is going to be interesting. And we've got Swinger not that far behind, but as we've seen, oh, that's Sugar into the pits. These guys have been at it for the entire race, 18 laps. Both driving beautifully. It just goes to show you what happens if you can manage to get a clean race in. Are the leaders going to come in on this lap? Brutal has got past Wrestler. Oh, we've missed that. And they're both going around again. Brutal desperately trying to shake that toe, but oh, Wrestler's gone in very hot. How's that? Oh, he's managed to pull it back in front. Lovely move there by Wrestler. Now they've got to be coming in at the end of this lap, surely. Got lots of gaps here. Everyone's nicely spread out at this point, so just wait for them to come into the pits and then see where they come out with I think Gimp Man being the leader of the people who have stopped already. And oh, Brutal's going around for. They're both going around again. Well, this is a turnout for the books. 20 laps on the tank is that's a good run. All right, so they're going to have to come in at the end of this lap because they need to put the hards on for at least a lap. Cons come in. So, oh, Gimp's got that down to a 23-second gap now. I've got a funny feeling he may end up in the lead after this. But these two have just had a great competition and managed to have their tyres and fuel last for 20 laps. It's a great effort. Definitely going to come in this lap. We'll see which of them has got more fuel when they come in. I've got a funny feeling Brutal might be the better on fuel. He is. So that may put Brutal in front of Wrestler, but the question is, can Gimp Man get past there? I think he might do it. The question is, will Swinger be close enough as well? maybe just about. And oh no, they're back out on track, so he hasn't quite got there. It's the pit stops a lot. Well, I guess they didn't have to put a lot of fuel in. They only got the 1 lap to go, so so this is going to be a high pressure lap. It's a 1 lap sprint to the end. Oh, and they've just come together a little. Hasn't cost him too much time, but it may have cost him the chance to challenge for the lead. That 1 second is going to be a big ask, and he may have some damage. The rest of the field's still reasonably spread out. I don't think we're going to see too much in the way of position changes back there, so we'll stick with this. So, fantastic drive by Wrestler in the Fangit Racing Corvette. Especially managing to pull back the lead after being passed by Brutal a lap or two ago. Alright. Here we go. It's going to be Wrestler, followed by Brutal, and then Gibman being in a great 3rd spot after some issues at the start. Same with Swinger, he had his issues at the start, but he's managed to pull it back to a respectable 4th position for the big race. We've got Con and Packer nearly caught Con, followed by Armands. Viper, who again has had a terrible day. I'm sure he won't be happy with himself, or possibly some others. And what's Havoc doing? He's decided to have a bit of fun on the finish straight, seeing as he's coming in last, so he's going to reverse over the line. Well, that was a great effort by the boys. Some good racing there, and that's just round 1 of season 16. So we've got some. Looks like we're going to have some good racing to come this season. So we had a lot of very similar best lap times there. And yep, everyone in the 27, 28s. That's a great race, and I'm going to sign off now and get some practice in myself. So, hope you enjoyed. Bye for now.